Hi, my name's Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Sam.
And we're back with Carryout Crafts. Today we're doing mason jar fall luminaries. These are pretty cute. I'm really kind of excited about these.
And it's super easy to do too.
So sign-ups have already started, but feel free to sign up. We'll still have some available, and they'll call you when they're available to be picked up. Let's get started.
Yeah.
All right, so how do we start with putting the leaf on the jar.
Yes.
Take the lid off the jar.
Yep.
And you'd want to do it low enough because like for this one, you want to be able to see, we're going to give you some bird seed. You'll have 3 different color paints so that you can choose whatever color paint you want. This
Podge.
is Mod Podge to keep it, to keep the paint on the jar.
Nice sealant.
Yes, we have a
Candle.
a little rafa, and a paintbrush. All right, so putting the leaf on the jar.
So, all you got to do is just peel it off and then stick it where you'd like to put it on the jar.
You want to do it lower rather than higher just so that you can see the candle. You could always add extra bird seeds if you have them, if you have your leaf ending up being a little bit higher in the jar so that you can see the candle.
A trick to putting the sticker on is to put it like start in the center and then move your way out so that you don't get any air bubbles.
Oh, okay.
So that's a neat little trick.
And then you just want to press it down. All right, and then you go forward with the paint, right? What color are you gonna do?
I actually think I'm going to do all 3, like a
you're gonna be fancy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fancy.
Okay, well, since we already have the red, I'll just try the yellow. Because I'm not fancy. All right, and so then you just paint. When you paint, do you need to paint in any certain way?
I always like to paint like going in the same direction so that they are like the strokes look consistent.
Okay, so all vertical or all horizontal, whichever one it is. Okay.
And you will want to do this in a couple of layers so that it looks nice and solid. Otherwise, but if you want to do it just one layer so that you can see a little bit more on the inside, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, so the next step is the Mod Podge, right?
Yes.
Is there any trick to this?
Just do the same thing as what you did with the painting. Just make sure you get your brush as clean as possible, makes it a little bit easier, and that the jar is completely dry.
Okay.
Because if you put it on while it's still wet, it's just going to smear everything, and that's not going to be very helpful.
And you don't need to concentrate the Mod Podge over the leaf because you're going to be removing the leaf at the end.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So. And what is the point of the Mod Podge on this?
It is basically just a sealant to kind of help prevent the paint from chipping when you just move it around in everyday life.
Okay. And even though it looks white when we're putting it on, it's not actually, it dries clear, correct?
That is correct.
Yay.
That's the best thing about it is that you can see where you have painted it, but you don't have to worry about it coming out. Like ours that we have here was painted, has Mod Podge over it. You can't even tell.
No, you can't see it at all. So that's pretty cool. So while the Mod Podge is not completely dry, we want to go ahead and take the leaf off, right?
Right.
And so
the stem is the best part to start with, just because it is tiny and it will more than likely give you the most trouble.
Okay. So what's the best way to get that stem up?
Just kind of pick at it.
Okay.
Because it is, just remember, it is exactly like a sticker. And just do it nice and slow so that you don't end up accidentally peeling off more paint than necessary.
Okay, so now that the Mod Podge is dried, what's the next step?
Next is going to be the easiest part, getting your bird seed and just pouring it all in there.
Perfect.
And then,
All right, or you can make a mess of the bird seed the way I have.
yep, that's perfectly okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Then, if you want to try and level it out some so that when you put the candle in there, make sure you turn it on first.
Yep.
And then try your best to get it in there. I know it's going to be like a tight fit with, if you got big hands like us.
Yes. Big hands.
Right side is, you can always push down on the flame to get it pushed in there a little bit. So it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and then we're just tying on
The last piece.
the Rafa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna do a bow?
I don't know that I have the skill set for a bow, but let's try. See, my bow looks very janky. My bow doesn't look good,
It's okay.
but
Oh, I just totally shredded a little bit. That's okay. There we go.
so there we go. Well, thank you for joining us for Carry Out Crafts for these mason jar fall luminaries. Sign up today and you'll get your instructions and all these wonderful things. And we hope you like the craft, and we hope to see you next time.
Be sure to tag us on Instagram and Facebook with your end results.
Exactly, that'd be great. I would love to see
Yes.
if you do anything fancy like her, or if you stick with a really simple one like mine.
Yeah. Can't wait to see them.
Thanks again. Have a good one.
Bye.